We did it. I pushed a button correctly. They didn't think it could be done, KB, but I did it. I proved them wrong. I proved them wrong. Although I haven't gotten any notifications yet.
Yeah.
There it is. I spoke too soon. Also, how did Tim have this? I'm like, so.
Are we only live on? Oh, there we go. There
Okay,
we go.
sweet.
There we go. Got me staring at my phone like a loser.
What is this? Get it out of here. Oh, no. Get out of here.
Okay.
Yes, get the fuck out of here. Okay.
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 You got it. The
We
problem is-
live, y'all. We live, and it's just the two of us.
Just the
The two of us. Hey.
I liked the little extra shit, to be honest.
Yeah. You gotta put some stank on
You
it.
do. You got to put some stank on it sometimes. I'm trying to pull up our stuff. Okay. Okay, cool.
Really, stop playing.
Okay, I see. I shouldn't have done that. I understand the error of my ways now. Everything's fine though. Everything is fine. The cats are fine. Okay. Excellent. KB, I feel so far away from you.
I know. It's a little weird.
It's a little
It's a little weird having to look across.
Yeah, instead of next to.
Yeah, I can't beat you up like how I want.
I know. How are you going to hit me the way you usually do?
No.
Do you want me to get you like a broom that you could like reach over and smack me with if you need to?
No, I don't want to. I don't. That's too. That I need to feel you.
Oh. Okay. I'll be right over.
That can sound so creepy. I need to feel you.
I need to feel you. Please. Let me feel you. Do you have weed over there, KB?
I do.
Okay.
I'm about to grab all my weed accoutrement. I just wanted to make sure that
I just wanted to make sure you had some stuff over there.
Come on.
Otherwise, I was going to just. Well, you had said earlier you didn't know if you brought it in.
Oh, the edible.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Oh. I wish I remembered how Tim sets this up. He does it so nicely. And I don't know how to do it like him. Your channel. Oh, man. Okay. I see what's happening. Do you have any reasons why you smoke this week? I do. Mine are all
work related.
You know it is.
All right. Sorry, I had to share that out. There are so many different reasons why I smoked this week. Like one of them is like this is and maybe I'm just bogus for this.
Mm-hmm.
But driving out into the rural areas How come we haven't made like a farmer's road?
What do you mean?
Like, so
for
if
these tractors and
yes,
shit?
you son of a bitch! How could
This happened to me while going to a wedding. Okay, the wedding was at like a really nice mansion, right? And like I'm like, we're running late.
Yeah.
We're running late. This wedding's already like 2.5 hours away. We're running late.
Buddy is going 4 miles per hour, G.
Taking up the
whole road.
Goddamn road.
These
Finally, he was like, he tried to pull over as much as he could and was like out the window, like, go, go, go. But I'm just like, bro, they got to figure this out. They know they have weddings out here. And not everybody's on time. Such as myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you get stuck?
G. I was out. It was like in the far west rural suburbs area.
Okay.
But it happens to me, like, I'm thinking about it because I'm about to go to my homegirl's crib that's far out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it always, like, there's certain seasons where you be like, man, please don't. And you be like, fuck! Like, this buddy is going 4 miles per hour, G. Like, and I'm like, how come y'all own all this fucking, like, land and y'all ain't made y'all, like, a by road? Like a, you know what I'm saying?
Like a little pathway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To y'all shit. No, y'all want to hop on the main road where you know there's no real shoulder.
Make your own
This is a 2-lane road.
Yeah. And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and getting mad. And you're making a traffic jam on a rural, like a little farm road. Like
And don't let you have to go around the curb because 1, that's a no passing zone. And 2, is going to take them forever. Forever, ever? Like, yes.
Yes. Yes.
That shit be blowing me. I'm like, gee, like that. And I hate when they wave you around. It's like, gee, I can't.
Your ass too big. I can't see you. I can't pass you. I'm gonna have to go off-roading to do this. Can't you just go back in the field for a second? Can't you just go back in there for a minute?
Ain't you supposed to be able to just plow through some shit?
Why are you following the road?
Yeah.
Straight path home, bro.
I would zigzag all through them fucking fields.
Yeah.
Fuck these corn.
Oh my
stalks.
God.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's.
And then it really be blowing my fucking high and shit too. Like, don't have a good, like, a nice cruise where it's like a beautiful day and you like, oh, and you got the right you know what I'm saying, hidden, and then you get to this bitch. Now you have to actually think about driving because now you're like, oh, I got to get around this bitch, and now you just blew my whole fucking high.
Now I got to get high again.
Yeah.
Jerk. I get it. Yeah. Mine are all customer related, KB. Man comes in. He says, I need help ordering. So, okay. Walk over to the kiosk. What can I help you with? I'm from California. I know how to order weed. What?
Okay.
Why? Why'd you just ask for help?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that was that. And that interaction didn't even happen with me. I was just told this. So I go, let me take over. Because I thrive for this. I thrive for this sort of entertainment, KB, especially when I'm in a good fucking mood. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to be like, you can handle that. But if I'm in a good mood, I'll take the challenge. I'll take the challenge on if you can ruin my good mood or not.
Yeah.
This was yesterday. I was in a good mood. I had a half day. I was leaving at 3:30. I was going to my first hockey game. I was happy. Yeah. I was in a good mood.
Yeah.
So I get told about this customer, and I'm like, all right.
Let's try this out.
I'm going to kill him with kindness. What can he say to me? So I know all dispensaries are not like ours. there's a lobby to wait in, and then you go into the dispensary. And you just wait your turn. It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere to really stand in the dispensary for you to wait. So that's why we have you stand in the lobby.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus we're a medical facility. We have med patients. We don't need you over their shoulder.
Yeah. True.
Okay. So this man, he's from California. He knows how to order weed.
Yeah.
So he walks up and just like walks right past me into the dispensary. And I'm like, oh, sir, actually have to wait for somebody to be ready. Just so happens somebody's ready. And he goes, can I use the ATM or can you take card up there? I go, you could do either. Both are the same fee.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, when I told him, like, you have to wait for it, he's like, I'm just using the ATM. And I'm like, cool. That's awesome. Good job. Have a good time. So then I'm waiting. And by the time he's finished, like, someone's like, you can come over here or whatever. Total dick to the person ringing him up. Just whatever. He was a little man. He was a little man. And the guy ringing him up was a very tall man. And I love the way, shout out to my buddy Jared, the way that big tall Jared hands this short man his money. He does an overhand move and sinks it down real low, right? And I'm watching and I'm just like, and I don't even know if if Jared knows he does this. Like, he's a young college kid, you know? But I loved it. It made him feel little, and it was nice, right?
It made him feel littler.
Littler. So the man finishes the transaction, and he turns around. He's walking right towards me because I'm at the door, and I'm giving everybody you have a nice day, da-da-da-da-da, right? So he comes up, and he goes, I go, you have a nice day, sir. Enjoy the weekend. And he goes, just trying to use the ATM, right? And I'm like, what? And he's like, the ATM or at the register? And I was like, what are you even trying to say? Like, I'm like, what are you trying to...
Yeah.
What fight are you trying to cause?
Yeah.
Because you're not even making sense.
Yeah. Yes.
And then he just like... He does this. He says all this to me as he's walking, and he's keeping eye contact with me. And like the end of it, when I'm like, "What are you What are you doing?" He like gets to the door and he just kind of like biffs it a little bit and runs into it, and then just looks at me and rolls his eyes and walks out. And I'm like, I don't even know what that was, man. You failed. You failed in trying to ruin my mood. What fight were you trying to start?
Hey.
He needed something, and he's like, what's the one thing she said to me?
Yeah. Fact, but that's not a, like, you know what I would have, you know, it's like when people are insecure, like that, this is fucked up on me, but when I sense it, it don't take much for them, but you know what's the one thing that push them over the edge?
What?
Laughing.
Oh, I know it.
Like, if you just
I know it.
Would you just, like, when people do shit like that happened one time, I won't say who it was, but I was like, well, okay. That's all I did. That's literally all I did was like, okay. All right.
I did a little, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember he's like, so what do you think is so funny then? I was like,
I think this is funny.
yeah.
This is ridiculous. I think that's hilarious.
Like,
I think that's hilarious.
and so now, like, you flipping out is even more funny because, like, you know, but laughing at people like that, that's the greatest because it just pushes them over the edge. And it's like, Doug, like, do you see how ridiculous? Like, you're buying weed, G.
Yes. Yes.
Anything that happens at a dispensary, I just be like, you're buying weed.
My favorite thing is when another customer sees it, and they'll, like, a lady came up to me after that, and she's like, God damn, dude. Like, she was like, what a dick. And she's like, I hope that everybody's better today for you. Like, I like when other people see it and acknowledge it, and then they're like, oh shit, they probably have to deal with this all day. Yes.
for people buying weed, G, like that's the thing, like the entitlement. Like some of these people, I'm like, oh, you don't know what it's really like to buy weed.
Mm-mm.
Like you wasn't buying weed on the street.
No.
Because if you were buying weed on the street, the most behaved person coming through a dispensary is gonna be a majority of the time somebody that know what it's like to buy that shit on the street.
Yep.
On God, because like if you bought it on the street, you would know that your etiquette is a little bit different. And the fact that you can just walk into an establishment and get it
And get your weed.
and walk out and leave and just
Yeah, none of you have had to hang out at a sketchy gas station, and it shows.
yeah.
You know? Like it definitely shows. Nobody's had to go to their drug dealer's house and sit in a weird basement for at least 15 minutes so that it didn't look weird to anybody outside, man.
No. You didn't have to try to catch up with your drug dealer.
You didn't have to wait like 4 hours. People that have to wait in line for 20 minutes, I'm like, call your drug dealer.
Yeah.
See if he doesn't have you wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because he's out today.
Yeah, see if you could make it up to the LA Fitness by see if you can hold there.
That's how you know it's a drug dealer that's making money, though. They're not at Planet Fitness. No, I'm not at that gym no more, bro. I'm at the one with the pool. Go to that one.
See if you can make it up to LA Fitness and drop it off for the ounce. Let's see if you can get up there.
Go ahead. I wish you would.
Yeah.
I wish you would. Okay, so I have one more.
Yeah.
And there's this, because of this customer, I realized that there is this dilemma because we allow animals into our dispensary.
Ah, okay.
And there is this illusion that if someone has a dog with them, that person's a nice person. You know what I'm saying? Especially if like their dog is really nice, right?
Yeah. Doesn't mean the owner's nice.
Correct.
Sometimes the dogs be looking like, don't
include me in this. So really love this dog. And because of that, I had the idea that I really loved this owner as well.
Wrong.
Dead wrong. It was okay. Let me start off by saying that our hours have changed. Okay. We open an hour earlier, and on some days we close an hour later.
Okay.
And instead of coming in a half an hour early before we open and having a morning meeting and getting everything set up, we just come into work now and we work.
Okay.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
I don't have time to count my drawer, or like I have to sign in. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So if my shift started at 10, I was with this customer. I said the time out loud because he was like, I don't think that price is correct. And I'm like, well, I have only been here for 18 minutes. It's 10:18. I was like, I could have missed some sales. Like I didn't,
Yeah.
So let me go through this. It was not a big deal. I was like, yeah, I'm probably wrong. So what I did is I looked at the price that was on his ticket, which is what it said online.
Yeah.
And then I made his price. I got his price down to below what his ticket said.
Yeah.
Thinking he'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because he was right. It did.
Yeah.
The price was higher. Okay.
Yeah.
So I get it lower, and he's like, I still don't think that's right. So I'm like, okay. So I get a manager, and I was like, what sales am I missing here? So the manager starts looking, and I was like, what are you seeing? What sales are you expecting to get? Like, can you show me? So he's showing me some stuff, and I was like, okay, accurate, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He pulls out his phone, like the notes, right? And his stylus. And he starts doing math on his notepad, right? And me and my manager goes, I don't know what the fuck that is. We're going to figure out what's going on here. He didn't swear, but he goes, I don't know what that is.
AG, this is not Apollo 13. You pulling
The way
out
he
a
describes it, he's like, this like beautiful mind motherfucker standing in front of me doing math
He's like, and then you
equations.
carry the 2 and multiply and divide by 4, and the sales tax is 0.12%.
But this one is 32%, so we have to calculate it.
This is a concentrate, so we have to actually do this, but the sale is 25%, but we can't stack this, so we add the 10%.
And because I'm spending this, I get this for this and this. Okay.
And then I have $170 in rewards points, so I want to use that. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
So my manager does all these discounts, gets the price. I'm talking a good like $50 less than what I had it at. Okay, and that's with all the sales he's supposed to have.
Yeah.
So my manager walks out. He leaves it to me. I give him his total, and he's like, I don't want to be a Scrooge, but I just don't think that's right.
Yeah, dude, it's right.
And I'm like, what? I don't know what you...
Yeah.
I don't know. And he's just like, all right, let's go through it real quick. And I'm just like, I'm going to go get my manager. I just work here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to get my manager who has been there already like since open. He left for work. The sun wasn't out yet. He wanted to do a lap, you know, and chill. And I catch him outside by his car and I was like, I'm so sorry. He doesn't agree with his price. And he's pissed.
Yeah.
He's pissed. So he comes back in. We clear everything out of the cart. This is like a 14 item order.
Yeah.
We clear everything. We start over. We start sales over again. He finishes the sale prices, KB. It's the exact same fucking price it was.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, okay, can you just take that off for me then?
You broke bitch. I hate people. Yo, G, you know what pisses me off with this whole thing? Hey, this, honestly, dog, you are making this, you're the reason why drug dealers don't fuck with people like you. Like, for real. Like, bro, like, you really nickel and dime weed, which is, like, honestly, that's like an extra.
And I'm telling you, $230 for 14 items is amazing.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
And you have this basic-ass bitch ass, like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, they gave you the discount. I hate when people can't see when they got the deal. Yeah. Because honestly, if I'd be a petty person and put this person search for blah, 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 blah. This is the steps we went through with this person. Like, I wouldn't be keen on giving you any specials.
Yeah. You know what was so irritating the whole time I'm going through this, and I'm frustrated. I'm real frustrated. The amount of people, coworkers, customers, walking up to him and that dog and, hey guy, like being super friendly with him while I'm like, I'm gonna punch this man in the face.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh my fucking God. I was kind of hoping it was gonna be one of those things too, that when I took off that thing that he told me to take off, that his price would be higher. Like, I was hoping like that the sales were just so good. You know what I mean?
You know, what's funny is a character on Roseanne was like that. Mm-hmm. And me and my roommate, I remember my roommate snapped at the TV. You remember when Roseanne got hit by the lady?
Yes.
And she had that dog.
Neck brace, yeah.
And what pissed my roommate off, shout out to Krisha, she was like, bitch. She's like, why is she carrying that big ass dog around like it's a toy? And I was like, dog, you not lying. That was a big ass dog, bitch.
Yeah, to be carrying around like that? Bro, what? Come on. You're cheating the system. Get out of here.
Like, I was like, damn, that is kind of a big ass dog. Like, she was carrying it around like it was like it was a little Chihuahua or a little Yorkie or some shit.
All said and done, KB, I told you, I had said the time out loud. It was 10:18.
What time were you guys done?
Well, the transaction didn't start at 10:18. I was at least there for, we'll say 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say the transaction started at 10:15.
Yeah.
Give me a guesstimate of when he left. 10:15. So 10:18 is when it started.
10:15. He left at 10:36.
Perfect. On the dot.
Really?
On the fucking dot, dude. On the fucking dot. Yes, 10:36. That is entirely too long.
Yeah.
This is KB. I am amazing at my job.
Yeah.
I can get a customer out in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's leaving the room and coming back.
Hey, fam, when we went to the dispensary, and this one is different. Like, they got a huge ass kiosk where you can just, you know, and we were there, and I was like, man, it feels like we've been here for a minute. We were literally there all of less than 10 minutes. Like, from picking out what we wanted, going over, showing our ID again, paying again. I had to get cash.
I had to get
Why
cash.
I smoke. Some of y'all dispensaries, some of y'all, I don't know if y'all have all y'all paperwork correct or not. I ain't gonna put y'all on blast because I appreciate y'all discounts. Y'all have some of the best specials. Probably some of my favorite bud tenders or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, I fucks with y'all. I love that y'all a little bit illegal, it feels like.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Makes me feel good. Y'all merch is kind of fire.
It makes me trust you a little bit more.
Y'all sell munchies there?
Oh, that's nice. I've been telling them we need to sell munchies.
Like,
we need merch and munchies.
They sell their merch is fire. Like, I kind of want one of their hats.
There's we have a customer that comes in and he wears a shirt that says "Buy weed from women," and I'm like, where did you get that? We should be wearing that to work, like. And he's like, I don't want to tell you. And I'm like, I know. Tell me.
Did he tell you?
Yeah. He's like, I got it at a different dispensary.
Yeah.
And I was like, one of our rivals. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. But that's really cool that they do that.
They have that where they got fired. Oh my God, their merch is so fire.
I have a bag that says "Buy weed from women." It's from that cultivator. But yeah, our customers are constantly asking. Some customers come in wearing shirts. I'm like, I didn't even get that shirt.
Yeah.
You have my work shirt.
Gee, there's a shirt they got, and I'm like, I kind of want that. I'm like, it's a fire ass.
I'm gonna mention it again. Munchies and merch. We have pipes.
Yeah.
Lighters, papers, shit like that.
Yeah, but like some of the dispensaries, even their papers and shit is a little too hoity-toity.
Yes.
Like theirs is like, hey, you want these king palms that buzz?
Same. We have those. We got some zigzags. We got.
They keep it real, like everyday smoker. That's what I love about this spot.
You know what we sell the most of, and it's not like it makes us a ton of money to sell the extra of it. Yeah. It's fucking hitters. Old people just want to smoke a fucking hitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We sell those, and some people will buy one every fucking time they come in. We were out of them for like a whole year, and I kept I was like, you don't understand how much these people want the fucking hitters.
Yeah.
Hitters, chillums, little tiny bowls. Or cute novelty bowls. We had ones shaped like peppers. People fucking ate that shit up.
Yeah. Actually have the shit because what's fucked up is honestly, the little smoke shops and vape shops, they making a killing right now off that shit. Yeah. They making a killing, all the merchandising, the swag, all of that shit. And so this spot, granted, I'm just going to say you have to use cash.
Go get some cash.
Yeah, just get cash.
Do they have ATMs there, Katie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's still a $3.50 fee, so go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And get your money. Go to your bank.
Yeah. Go get you some cash. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But their merch is fire. They got munchies there. They got beverages. They got a little bit of everything. And couch is very loungy.
See, we don't. You're gonna have to come visit me one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can visualize what when I'm telling you dispo stories.
Yeah.
You kind of have a visual of.
And then what's dope about them is they do happy hour specials. So the first hour, they do this special.
We've been doing that. We did one. It was like spooky special, happy hour, and it was like 33% off. And I was like, why is that spooky? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, it's haunted. KB, it's just the two of us. And we need to start the actual show. Yep. But we did decide we're just going to leave the pre-show in for everybody. So it doesn't even really matter. But yeah, let's do the song, right?
We got to do it regardless. Let's do it.
Regardless.
Irregardless.
Oh, I have to count it down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time to laugh.
Hell yeah.
This boredom is just torture.
Hell yeah.
KB and Aimee have this world that to order. Pull up a chair is the happy corner.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The second hell yeah, I was like startled. I was like, oh no, I fucked up.
I'm doing hell yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's hell yeah season.
It is hell yeah season.
Pumpkin spice hell yeah.
Bitch. All right. So
Okay.
welcome to the Happy Corner podcast. It's just V and AV today.
Hey,
Hey, this is fire. I'm ready for it.
I love being able to see you, but I do miss you. I miss being next to you, KB.
I miss you. Hey.
Like the heavens miss the rain. Was that what you were doing?
No, I was doing the Aaliyah I Miss You.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? I love Aaliyah's music.
Mhm.
I hate the remix of that.
I don't know if I know
Because it was after she passed away.
Mm.
And so, she was dating Dame Dash. And so it was like Jay-Z was on the remix. And so, like, he was like, Ty misses you, Dame misses you, Jay misses you, he misses you, I miss. So it was like her saying, I miss you. And then it's him. And then it, like, but his tone was like Jay-Z's tone.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, it didn't match her tone. I always, and they forever would only play the remix. I'm like, just play her version, please.
Please stop. Well,
He rapped like he had a breath anyway.
same.
Chill.
You got a bang today?
Yeah. 'Cause
What
I had
flavor?
My lady, I had brought her one of these for our little hike.
Shout out.
Yeah. I was happy to celebrate her for her birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
All right, so back to basic bitches, right? So, so this is hell yeah season.
Mm-hmm.
I'll post up the t-shirts for that, with beers and wine for the basics that like either or. But my mom and my girlfriend both like a specific apple that is kind of hard to find at the store. One of them depends.
Mm-hmm.
One I haven't seen at the store, so I was like, oh, I'll wake up early and go to this orchard and pick them.
Oh, you're adorable. Okay.
So this orchard had them. I went and picked them, and so I picked like a quarter pack for my mom and a quarter pack for my girlfriend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was out there, but I had got there earlier enough to where I was missing the majority of the time that people would come. And as I'm leaving, it's a group of basic bitches.
Were they dressed the same?
Oh my God.
Love it. Hold on. Can I guess?
Okay, so just mind you, it's fall,
Mm-hmm.
the Midwest,
Mm-hmm.
a pumpkin patch and apple orchard.
Okay. This is what I am predicting.
And I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
None of them came with kids to put.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm thinking we've got a pair of jeans on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Over those jeans are a pair of boots, like some Uggs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we're all wearing like a tight fitted long sleeve shirt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And over that shirt, we're wearing a vest that's a little poofy. Or we're wearing a flannel.
Yes, that's kind of capey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, the cape. How have I forgotten the cape? I'm so sorry. I'm thinking puffy vest.
Yeah.
I'm thinking flannel.
There's one of those. Yes.
Yeah. I like a good I like the type, like usually it's like a white or a gray shirt.
Yeah.
I like that shirt. Not
Yeah.
on me, but I like that on a basic bitch, if you will. And but I love when they like go for it and they tie the flannel around their
Oh
waist.
yeah.
I love it. I'm like, it gives you a little bit of a grunge.
Yeah.
And it makes me respect you just a little.
Yeah.
Because I didn't. Not really.
Yeah. So we've gotten the attire. Let's go to the accessories. What are they? What are they?
Oh, there's a scarf.
Oh, you know there's a scarf.
They're like
bitch.
in the infinity ones.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh. Do we have anything on our heads?
Come on now.
Oh, do we have a big floppy hat?
One of us does.
One of us
What
does.
else? What else we got?
What else do we have?
It's the Midwest. What's your
Should be
hair
obvious.
looking like?
What's your hair looking? Are we like me? Are we doing some pigtail braids?
No.
Okay, no farmers. Okay. What are we doing, KB? Help.
All right. So basic. First off, you gotta. It's the Midwest. You gotta have sunglasses, baby.
Oh.
You gotta.
Naturally. Naturally. Overcast doesn't matter.
Does not matter, bitch. These
Doesn't matter.
aviators are on, bitch. Glasses that and I don't know what it is with white girls, but this is the season where they started adding like these different highlights to their hair, and they start doing their hair is a little bit longer, and they do the finger through the bang flip over hair
Oh,
look. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're going for. That's what they got. You know,
They're just there to take pictures for
oh
Instagram.
yeah, oh yeah. They moved up from Juicy Couture to what are they rocking now? They're probably rocking. They might be rocking a Dior.
Are we doing like still the bleach hair with like the random like highlights? We
Yes.
got reds and browns.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
it's feeling very early 2000s. to
Yeah,
me.
early 2000s is coming back. Why? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I just hope that we continue to match our foundations. Let's not go back. We've come such a long way.
Let me tell you. No. They
No.
no, they didn't.
And it's
no,
a- it's-
and
oh.
I noticed it because one of them she took off her sunglasses and did a hair toss. And when she took off her sunglasses, I was like, put the sunglasses back on. Because you did not do your makeup
You did not
properly,
blend.
baby. You did not do the
She was in a
blend.
hurry.
Right, yeah.
She was in a hurry.
Yeah.
Now, are they they didn't have kids with them? Is it because they're not moms or they left them the kids
No,
at home?
these are not moms.
Okay.
These basics are not moms.
Okay.
These basics are probably going to brunch after this. They're getting
We're getting
drunk.
mimosa drunk.
Yeah, yeah. They're yeah.
Did they pick any apples? Do you think? Or were they only there for apple opportunities?
Gee, as a matter of fact, you know what? You know what's a good fucking point? I didn't see them with a bag.
Yeah, no, they're
I
not.
just saw them galloping and strolling through the orchard. Maybe they was just doing photo ops, G.
It could have been. It could have been. Girls, stay in the apple orchard. We're going to take some photos. And then we're going to go get drunk at 11 a.m. Okay? I mean,
these the type of basic bitches that don't know how to bake shit. They the type of
what are you
shorty,
doing with these apples?
like, yeah, they the type to hit up their mom to make something for them, and then they swing by and pick it up and take it like they cooked it.
I made this. You made this. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I sure did. Sometimes,
Like you ask them to cut something, cut a vegetable in front of you. You'll see the shit they come up with.
who was that absolutely got fucking roasted for the way she cuts vegetables?
I guarantee you it was a Jenner.
It was a
Kardashian.
Jenner. It was a Jenner.
I'm pretty sure it's one of them.
Girl, we were like, what are you What are you doing exactly?
I was like, Shorty, you ain't never. Like, my whole thing is like, I know y'all bitches only eat salads. Like, how?
How have you not learned how to cut a vegetable?
Like, how? My whole thing is, you've seen vegetables like in different shapes, and you never thought like, if I cut it like this and like this, then I get that shape.
No.
You
No.
don't think like that? Like,
No. No, KB. We can't think like that. We can't.
Like what is it? How do you not know how to? Hey, this is KB's PSA. As a fucking adult, everybody should know how to chop, cut,
Something.
cook, but something.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
agree.
stop playing.
I agree.
I hate that shit.
Just real quick, I just. Do you need me to hit it for me?
No, you didn't.
Okay, you only did one. You only got one so far, and I
Oh,
really
wow.
thought you were gonna get the other one while talking about it, but you didn't. But you said this one so many times.
Is it bitch?
No.
Because I said bitch a lot.
No. It's just it's a regular word.
What was
No, it's pick.
Really?
Yes. You went to the apple orchard.
Oh, man. Fuck. All right.
Yeah. KB and I did decide to do words today despite Timmy not being here. We're going off of the honor system and being honest.
Yeah.
So KB hit a word pretty early on. That's my bad.
That's a good word choice though.
Thank you. Yeah, I was trying not to be like super bogus. I think my other word was more bogus, and I don't think you haven't. I know you haven't said it.
Yeah, one of these I'm surprised you haven't hit.
Yeah. Well, we're still, it's still early. It's still early. Yeah, so went to my first Blackhawks game yesterday.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was so much fun, Katie.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Who did they play?
The Las Vegas Golden Knights,
My team.
also Stankley's team.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this about us, but we love to go to games where our teams play against each other. And yesterday, before the Blackhawks Golden Knights game, we were tied. I had a win and he had a win. We went to a Bears-Titans game
So who was the winner?
last night.
Mm-hmm. Knights,
Not
right?
me. Yeah.
Knights. I was gonna say the Knights.
The Knights. Yeah, they won.
Squad.
So Sterling now won't shut the fuck up, which is fun. But what are you gonna do? I
didn't know you were a Blackhawks fan.
I am a Blackhawks fan. But I haven't watched the Blackhawks in years because the team's been a little problematic. So
What are you talking about? Are you talking about the R words?
there's the fact that we have to be like, which thing are you talking about? Yeah, there's a couple things. So there was a couple problems with some players. There was just some problems, and I hadn't really watched the Blackhawks since the early 2000s, 2005, 6, 7, in that area. I mean, I've watched them, but it's been a while. But that was like when I was like real balls deep into it.
So people give me shit about being a Knights fan and living in Chicago because Chicagoland area.
Mhm.
Like, dude, like Chicago's like one of the originals. Like, are
Mhm.
you not? Well, I'm not a fair weather fan. I didn't get into hockey like that, like following the team,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't want to. It was after the Blackhawks had finally won the Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I don't want to jump on the bandwagon at this point. And so the Golden Knights, when they came out, I was like, oh, well, they're a new team, and it's Vegas, and I'm now kind of keeping up with hockey. I'll follow them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be a fan of them.
I actually remember this because you and Sterling both did this.
Yeah.
You both were like, new team, I'm going to be a day one fan.
Yeah.
And you both were. You guys
Yeah.
have discussed it.
Yeah.
But he was like, there's this game, and my dad's going to be in town. Do you want to go?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad could not care less about hockey. Like, he's like, I don't know.
I heard the games are just fun to go to.
They are very fun. I had to give him a couple heads up. Like, just so you know, like they're gonna be really loud during the national anthem. Like it's just really loud. And he's like, okie dokie. And I'm glad I gave him a heads up because he might have been like, what the fuck is happening? You know?
Fucking liberal pieces of shit in Chicago just loud during the.
Yeah. Well, the thing was we were in seats that were
Texas, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We were in seats that were like the second row from the top. And I've been in seats like that before. Those were seats that I've been in at Soldier Field.
Mm-hmm.
And I've literally had to stop and like take a break walking up those stairs. It's very steep. And these ones also very steep because once you sit down, you're like, oh, that's kind of scary because you're like, I mean, at such a slant, you know, you feel like you could just like tumble down. But it wasn't that bad. Like there was minimal steps, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, they ended up winning. It was like 5-3, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that sucked, but your team won. So good for you guys. Good for you guys.
Shout out to Las Vegas Aces that just won the WNBA championship.
Nice.
Against the New York Liberty.
Nice. The Liberty Bibberties.
Fail.
I can't say Liberty without saying Bibberty afterwards. I'm so sorry.
Shout out to the WNBA. Y'all making some stars. Y'all finally getting it together. I feel like, oh, shout out to Teaspoon is now the if you see, I don't. This is big dyke energy for y'all right now. Shout out to Teresa Witherspoon, who is now the head coach of the Chicago Sky.
Nice.
They gonna do some shit next year for sure.
Yeah, I know nothing about any of this.
This is KB Sports.
KB with the sports. Now back to you, Aimee, with the weather.
Yeah.
It's fall outside.
It's basic bitch weather.
Basic bitch season. We're ready. I did drink
shout out to I love basic bitches. I love.
We're not hating.
Yeah,
You're fine.
Basic bitches make everything way more fun because they're so extra.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they've been ready for fall.
Oh my god.
They're not like there's two different types of like fall people, right? There's fall people that
I'm a
decorate.
Fall person.
They decorate for fall, and then there's the fall people who are spooky. They're like, this is spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm decorating for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I love both. I respect both. I don't mind either.
Oh, you know what I did last night? So on the way home,
Mm-hmm.
this is had a joint, ready, and I had. This is after dinner, hanging out for the girlfriend's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, you mind if I take this route back home or whatever? She was like, yeah. And I did it because it's a route that has like cool decorations. Like the houses are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's sides of Aurora where it's like these great, dope, very like Art Deco style and mid-century modern houses, but they like decorate them like dope for Halloween and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, like, so we just, and you only down them roads as you can cruise it because it's only supposed to be 25 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour anyway.
Yeah.
So it was in the evening, cruised it, G. Hey, go on a night cruise in the neighborhood where they do shit like that during this season. It looked so bomb. It made me want to get my credit right and buy a house just so I could decorate. I'm not even fronting.
Hell yeah.
I'm not even fronting. I was like, well, I need to get my life together because this is
my inspo.
Bam.
That's wild.
Like this one house, it was like a dope brick house, and they had like the lighting. Like they didn't do a lot of decorating, but they had a dope like Jack Skellington, like that buddy, and then they just had purple and orange lights, like
nice.
just up on their brick. And I was like, they didn't do too much, But
They
what
did
they
enough.
did, it was enough. It looked
Yeah.
so fire.
Nice.
Shout out to the people who actually do that shit.
Yeah.
I hate sticking the mud ass motherfuckers in.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking not. Not that demonic shit. Hey, I saw a really good sign on the highway. You know how they have like the signs above the highway that say like, you know, don't fucking drink and drive, you bitch.
Yeah.
Like it's that shit like that. This one was like, speed demon, I cast thee out, or something like that. And I was thinking about it, and yeah, I might have been a little bit high when I was thinking about it, but I was like, that's kind of, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that little sign. One, it's cute, it's quirky,
Yeah.
it's seasonal,
Yeah.
it's a little spooky,
Yeah.
but like, who's it gonna piss off?
Right. Right. Well, the other thing too is like
It's a little play for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like for the Christians, it's for the witches, it's for the spooky people, it's for everybody.
Yeah, and the other thing is like with Christians, I'd be like, how you mad? How the fuck are you mad at Halloween? And then y'all be like, and we're doing it for the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. Spirit.
That sounds spooky.
like what? Like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you believe in like an afterlife and the spirit is just this other realm? This is just the vessel. And then you be like, why are you dressing up on Halloween? This is, motherfucker, this is a metaphor for your fucking religion. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. That's why I was like, when I was like really thinking about it. I'm like, who could be mad at this?
Yeah.
The Christians can't even be mad at this. This is their shit. This is their shit. And it's silly and quirky and cute. And whoever wrote that and decided to put that up above I-55.
Yo, Christians can't be mad because they stole people's shit anyway.
Yeah.
Christmas is not y'all fucking holiday.
That's not yours. I'm so sorry.
That
to
is
break
not y'all
this to you.
shit.
Mhm.
Jesus was born like in March.
He was like a summer baby.
Yeah.
So. You know what you know what energy that's giving me is like Jesus was mad that his birthday was in the summer because he doesn't get to like be in school and like get presents from the kids. Like, he doesn't get to bring cupcakes to school. So finally someone was like, all right, Jesus, let's put your fucking birthday in
Hey,
the summer.
bro. Like my whole thing is like if you know the history of it, like y'all just was like, we gonna rework all this shit. We
It's ours now.
This is ours now, G. Like these mugs out here, like y'all, they did it for Easter. They do it like we just gonna make these stories align with this.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's
Yes.
it.
Yes.
That's it. Like so that Christians so that they could push the idea of Christianity and why these pagan holidays were existing at the same time. The pagans were basing their holiday off of harvest, off like things that are occurring,
Yeah.
weather,
Real
the
things.
moon,
Things I can see with my eyes.
sunlight.
Things I know exist.
Y'all base the shit off like some telephone. Like you remember when that buddy had parted? Half y'all didn't even know how to fucking read. So what the fuck?
Wild, isn't it? It's fucking wild.
Oh man, that shit be wild to me. And that's not to like shit on anybody's religious belief or anything like that, because
You do you.
You do you, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just
Yeah.
don't be forcing other people to.
No, that's your thing.
Yeah,
That's your hobby. You just like I have my hobbies.
yeah,
Could you imagine if we tried to push all our hobbies onto other people?
yeah.
Like, that's rude.
You got to be into Game of Thrones.
Oh, you don't like being in crowds? Try comedy. I think you would love it.
Why don't
You
you?
think you would love
yeah,
it?
why don't you convert to Star Trek instead of Star Wars? Like they both deal with space, but the metaphor is just stronger and makes more sense.
It makes more sense. It's just logically it makes more sense.
Like they're all under the same umbrella. But like how you get to that deity is different in the path. It's just it just makes more sense. Like shut the fuck up.
Just stop. I bought a Halloween costume, KB.
Oh, yeah?
I spent like way more money
Can
than
you
I
say
should
what
have.
it is?
What it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to know?
Mm-hmm.
I was this as Halloween. I was this for Halloween. Like I want to say like 3 years in a row when I was a kid, and it was a hand-me-down costume from the people that lived behind us, and it was Rainbow Bright.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember you talking about that.
And I'm gonna do that again, I think.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I am. I know I am because I bought the costume. There's been these ads everywhere about this warehouse that has like all of the costumes in the world, like so many costumes. So I was like browsing through that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how like if you're buying clothes, if you're like buying a hoodie and you are buying anything bigger than like a 1X, that the price goes up?
Right.
Okay. That's been like a thing in the plus size community forever about like, oh, that's kind of bullshit. Like that sucks that we have to pay more, like a couple extra bucks for for more fabric. I get it, whatever. But this website has really flipped the script and they have kept it. There's pretty much like a base price for the costumes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the bigger the size, the less the less it costs.
Oh.
And my size didn't hit the threshold, so I had to pay the higher price.
Regardless, that's bogus. You got hit both ways, G.
A little bit. Now, like last year, I would have had to buy the other costume, and I would have paid less money. So I just got punished for losing weight. So that's fun.
But you're gonna look cute in your costume.
I'm gonna look cute in my costume. Sure, I will.
Hey.
Hopefully. If it doesn't fit, KB, I'm going to be so pissed. So I'm going to have to pay to send it back.
I would be pissed too, though.
Yeah.
It should work out, though.
It'll work out. But I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
I got to find something to do for Halloween.
You can come to my open mic. I'll be the only one there. Timmy won't be there. I'll be all by myself. And I think I'm going to be Rainbow Bright that night.
You are?
Yeah. So that's an option. We're going to party at Mojo's. I mean, we're still going to do an open mic, but maybe we'll do something special.
Hey, I'll tell you this much. Like, I'm kind of happy that Halloween, the actual day, is on a weekday.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's on a weekend, it's like, well, somebody got to be here to hand out candy to the kids.
Yeah. Who wants to stay home on a Friday or Saturday night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? But with it on a weekday, you're like, well.
Our producer says that in Texas, trick-or-treating has no hours. And it's just trick-or-treating. We've talked about this on the podcast. I know we have.
Yeah.
But I'm like, fuck that. You expect me to be home all day?
Nah, trick-or-treating got hours.
Yeah. I just hope it's a nice Halloween for them. Like, not shitty weather. I hate when they get shitty weather for Halloween. These poor kids.
I remember when... do you remember when it snowed and the parents was like, well, back in my day, we would just go in the cold and the snow, and we can't believe that. It's like, bro, who cares?
Right.
Like, why do y'all, like, what, I always, when somebody's like, back in my day, I'm always like, what, so what?
Yeah.
Like, why is that pertinent to what is occurring now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did you think that was so important that, like...
Okay, how does that help this situation?
Yeah.
Thank you for your input. Thank you very much.
There are certain people when they have their input. I like. Have you ever been around somebody that whenever they're trying to get their input, you know it's gonna be dumb, so you have to pre-think about how your face can't show. Your face can't show that what
You
they-
just try to preemptively look surprised so that when they say the thing, your face doesn't change. You just have to be like, oh man. That's the problem, KV. I don't know what my face looks like. I'm not looking at it. So I know that like subconsciously my face just does what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
And I get caught.
yeah,
We'll say. I get a lot of what was that face?
yeah,
But sometimes people ask me that and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
yeah. I have a poker face where
Yeah.
you can't read
That's true.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But if you know me, if you know that I'm poker facing, you're like, she's thinking something.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Ruh-roh.
it's like, because if it's decent, if it's in between, I'll give you immediate reaction. It's when I don't react, it's like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like there are motherfuckers where it's like they're coming in with a dumbass response, and I have to, you know,
Hold it.
hold the face.
Don't make a face.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that, and it's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Like why, man? Like, can I just have a mental health moment? Timmy ain't here. I can't.
Yeah, of course.
Like, why can't we show anger and frustration?
Like, as women?
No, like as people.
As people?
like just in general. Like, why is it that like you can express and show that you're happy?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you do that? People may sing, they may smile, they may whatever, right? And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, people can express that they're sad. And how do they do that? They may cry, they may sit alone, head down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. But like when you're angry and frustrated and how you want to show it, everybody expects you to be like, well, first you need to process your anger and then you need to, like, it's like, bro, like, why can't I just feel angry that this motherfucker dumb as fuck?
Right.
Why can't I just like
Let me be mad for a minute.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like, why can't I just be like, damn, that's dumb?
Especially if you're
Like-
not, if you're just like showing anger and frustration and you're not like doing something destructive.
Yeah,
Because I have somebody who will like start kicking shit and like, you know,
yeah,
I'm like, you punch walls at home. I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. Like that kind of shit. You're like, okay, be angry, just like not in a spot where you're going to be destructive
yeah,
against something. You can't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, like I multiple times have been, just let me be fucking angry for a second.
yeah,
I'm going to get through it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay this way, but I need to have this moment.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cause like sometimes it's just like, dog, like, yes, I'm angry because you're frustrating me.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm very frustrated.
I am very frustrated and confused as to why you don't understand that I am frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my own issue. But fuck, like, you are adding to this issue.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, but you can't say that. You can't. You cannot, like, when you have anger, they want you to have the solution in hand.
Yeah.
Like, it is like you can't just feel angry. It's like, but now what are you gonna do? It's what I want to do is slap the shit out of everybody in this fucking room. Like, honestly.
I don't usually talk to somebody who's like super angry. Like, I just give them their space.
Yeah.
If somebody who's angry needs to vent to me, they'll come vent to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to be the one to be like, tell me about it. Because I don't know. You don't know how somebody needs to handle their anger.
Yeah.
And them being quiet and angry and stewing could be how they are calming themselves down.
Or, and this is for me, when I get quiet like that and I'm stewing, like, it is me putting a cap on my anger so that I can go find somewhere to unleash it.
Yeah.
Because I can't appropriately unleash it here.
Right.
And so, like, give me a minute. I'll be right back because you have just completely blown my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And I need to, like, it's always interesting, like, when motherfuckers, like, want, and sorry I'm going down this tangent, but I see it so frequently that people react to anger and frustration as if that's not a legitimate emotion. Like, everybody has been mental health to death.
Yeah.
Like, it is like getting, like, everyone being like, and you need to process that, and you need to da-da-da-da, and you need to, and it's like, Doug, like, that's not even how that works. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of therapy speak. Therapy language doesn't need to be everyday vernacular. Not everybody's a narcissist.
Oh. Well, shit. PSA from KB.
Half the motherfuckers using therapy speak have never been to therapy.
I'm that guy who's like, you should go to therapy, knowing damn well I'm not in therapy at the moment.
Yeah, I'm watching YouTube essays and shit.
People are, there's a lot of TikTok experts,
Yeah.
you know.
Like, what the fuck is their credentials? And even then, you know how complex humans are?
Well, and how different humans are. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and most, you know, everybody walking around has got some undiagnosed, like, mental illness or issue or problem or.
and here's the other thing. That can't be, hot take from KB. That can't be your whole fucking personality, by the way. Because everybody, like Aimee just said, has issues. And has something.
Some people just would never admit that. Like, I think that, like,
And there are some people that make it their whole personality.
everybody has to work on their fucking mental health. Like,
Exactly.
that's an important thing. Like, your physical health and your mental health are two things that you have to consistently be, like, working on. Not that we do, but there's such, like,
I'm working on the physical.
there was such a stigma against, like, any sort of, like, mental health that people think that, like, mental health just means, like, oh, you're, like, bipolar or you're this or you're this.
Right,
You know, there's
right.
like a diagnosis for you when it's such, like, a broad
Exactly.
variety of things because you have so many chemicals in you in your brain.
And experiences.
Yeah, that you have imbalances. And that's why, like, one medicine might not work for you and it might work for someone else. And some medications don't work at all for you.
And
Or
then-
like it's such a fucking spectrum. That's why, like,
And there's a lot of variables that go
Yes.
into mental health.
environmental variables and, you know, mental variables and physical variables and upbringings and
Right.
so much shit.
Yeah.
Everybody's experience is different. How everybody handles shit is different.
Right.
If
Your-
you even handle
Yeah,
shit.
but your diagnosis, regardless of whatever, is not your
Oh
personality.
God, we in the year 2023 have got to stop diagnosing people with
Yes.
shit. It is not your place to
yeah.
diagnose people with shit. Like, you could have some speculations. I speculate some shit about my stalker and his mental health.
Yeah.
Also, part of me has a feeling, like, it makes me feel bad. You're going through something and you're not getting help. That makes me feel bad. And if you would get that help, you wouldn't be terrorizing people, including myself. You would be a better person if you got the right thing. And that's how I know. It's a lot of different variables.
Right.
So it's not going to be a cut and dry thing.
Right.
It's a lot of work.
Yes.
And you want for people to be better.
Yes.
You don't wish for somebody's downfall just because they're a piece of shit. They're a piece of shit because of these things.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I got serious.
No, it's okay. I've been meaning to have a mental health check-in with people.
The Happy Corner used to do that more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like when our mental health got better, we did it.
Yeah. Well, and that's not even, maybe your mental health got better.
No,
I think we're a nice even keel here on the podcast.
But I will say this. This is to like people who've been listening for a minute or new people that have been listening. Like I'm
for
just
literally 1 minute.
For 1 minute. And I'm just going to keep it 100 really quickly so that people can understand, because low key right now, this weekend, no bullshit, is the anniversary of the weekend where I just had a complete like psychotic break. And I ended up in like a whole like, this is the weekend. Like, this is the anniversary. And this is the weekend, and I actually ended up celebrating with my girlfriend, who's like super dope. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, what I'm saying is like, from that was like, man, like maybe, what is this? 20? So, like, that was 8 years ago, right? But it still like gets to me every once in a while of realizing like, oh, like, man, I used to feel like such garbage around this time. Like, after all of that went down, every year around this time, like, my depression would just kick into overdrive. Because it was like, damn, dude, like, this is... And it was just an anniversary of that.
Right.
And it was like constantly going through therapy. Now, I can say now that I'm on the other side of everything, working through closely with a therapist, like, you know, working through with medication and then finally getting off of medication and then just working through a lot of stuff and really honing in on who I want to be and how I want to live and what does my future look like and what I want my life to look like and all that type of stuff. And I'm just saying, like, honestly, like, take your mental health seriously. There's a lot of shit that, like, I used to take for granted. And not to get too serious, but there's like little shit, like work out every once in a while.
Yep.
Like, get sleep.
Go for a walk at the very least.
Like, for real, get sleep. Most people, if you look at a lot of like mental health statistics, a majority of people who are dealing with a lot of mental health stuff, number one thing that all of them have in common is a lot of them don't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Like, it's important.
Oh, that would definitely take a toll on my mental health. Is if I didn't get sleep. I know it would.
You don't even know.
I don't. I'm very grateful that I don't know.
Yeah, like when you get kicked into gear of a manic episode, bro, like 4 hours of sleep is like 12 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Like, so like it's one of those things where, you know, we need to be supportive, but we need to be supportive appropriately. There are some certain things that, like, I see where people think they're helping in some regards, and it's really, I'm like, really, this is just savory complex or codependency. This has nothing to do with actually helping this.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know what you're saying or doing because you think you know and you have no fucking clue. And there's a lot of people who think they're all good. Some of y'all need to go seek some help too.
Everybody should.
Everybody should.
Myself included.
Yeah.
No, I no, I'm glad we're talking. And I'm glad that this time of year doesn't affect you the same way that it used to.
Oh yeah.
I think that, yeah, like obviously we can see, I've known you a long time, but I didn't know you as well during that time.
Yeah.
But obviously you've leaps and bounds and, in a much better place, and we're just happy you're here.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. And I'm glad that you're in a much better spot.
I'm proud of us. I think both of us have grown like
Oh, for sure.
emotionally a lot.
I think so too.
A
Yeah.
lot, thank God.
Yes. Yes. My goodness. Yeah, I agree.
Out here wilding in the streets. Is there like what was a moment where you was like, man, I'm out here wilding. Have you ever had a moment where you realize like I'm not living my best life? Like this feels like fun right now,
Yes.
but I'm not
Absolutely.
living my best life.
Absolutely. And it was after me and Stankley decided to split. I was not living my best life. I was doing some very, very destructive things to the point where Stankley was like, hey, you're doing some very destructive things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, you're probably right. And yeah, I was doing very stupid, drunk things.
Yeah.
Very irresponsible. And luckily it didn't get too bad.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah.
I mean, my earlier years, definitely catching up with my friend at that wedding. My mom will tell you I was not a good kid, but I didn't realize like just how bad I was.
Yeah.
Because it was me. I'm fine. It's everybody else.
Yeah.
It's everybody else that's a problem.
That's what I said when you was telling the story. I was like, damn, like it seems like it's always like, oh, it wasn't really me. It was my friend.
Some of it was like that particular friend used to set me up a lot where I would have to take the fall because, think about it. Like her mom is not your mom. So like in her eyes, you're such a good kid. She doesn't know you, but when you're there in front of her and you're such a good kid. Right. So like if she would do something like, okay, let me give you an example. This was probably like freshman year, but there was like a couple girls in the group and then a couple of the neighborhood boys. I was the only one at the time who wasn't like coupled up with one of these boys. I wasn't really interested in any of them, but the girls were coupled up with them. Actually, one of them is married to them this day. Okay. So one of them, the girl who I ran into, had hooked up with her boyfriend. Yeah. And her boyfriend and him lived like just a yard away. Like they lived like they just walked back door to back door. Yeah. And on the way from her house to his house, he like left the condom like in the yard.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
that's a basic.
Yeah, just the fucking throw it away. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the dad found it and was like, "What the fuck? Like, what's this?" And she told them it was mine.
Wow.
Because she didn't want to tell her parents she was fucking.
Yeah, but also, who knows where that came from?
Yeah, you could have just lied.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Don't put it on somebody else.
Yeah, that's probably yours.
Make your parents look crazy.
Yeah, gaslight.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Ew, what is that?
That's
even?
gross.
What
like,
is
y'all
that?
pick that up?
Ew.
Yeah.
Disgusting. So they blamed me, and then like they had but the mom definitely had an awkward talk with me, and there's my friend like behind her mom being like, don't say anything, and I'm like, damn, I gotta take the fall for this.
Like, bitch, it's your daughter fucking.
I'm a virgin. I ain't even fucking yet. So yeah, I did get I did get in trouble for things that weren't me, but I was a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
I also had some trauma that I wasn't dealing with.
Yeah.
And that'll make you a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You know? And looking back on that, I'm like, well, I give myself a little bit of a break, but holy fuck, yeah, I was up to no good.
Yeah. Yeah, my mid to late 20s, I partied way too much.
Yeah.
I partied way too much, drank way too much, did drugs way too much, did like I remember like my therapist was like, "Hey, like it was like I was just like super depressed, and it was like fall,
Mm-hmm.
and this was before like I had psychotic break, all of that stuff happened. This is before that, and it's like maybe 2 years prior. So I had been in therapy for a while before all of that shit happened, which is interesting. Anyways, so my therapist was like, "Hey, she's like, how's it going?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, like I'm just really depressed. You know, like I don't know what it is." And she was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Have you been hanging out or anything?" I was like, "Nah, 'cause you know work started." And she was like, "Yeah, you can't party anymore, huh?" I was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, 'cause I would meet with her Saturday mornings, and she would be like, she was like looking back through your notes from like May until like now. She was like, it would be like, oh yeah, party, got drunk, I'm a little hungover. That would be like the first
note. Got drunk, partied, little hungover.
And then it'd be like, yeah, I'm about to go up to my friends and we're about to party."
Get drunk. I'll probably be hungover tomorrow. If I'm thinking about it.
She was like, and I was seeing her weekly. So
yeah, every week. It's like there seems to be a pattern here.
She was like, yeah, because like you literally partied all summer.
Yeah.
Like, and she was like, and now you're not. Like,
And now you have to feel things.
yeah. And I was like, oh.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's like, but like for real, like to me, I didn't think it was obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized like everybody was like,
It was kind of obvious.
Hey, y'all some haters. Fuck though. Like say something. That's the other thing too, is like even though it like pissed me off when people would bring up shit, like, hey, like
At least it would make you think a little bit.
yeah, you know, like, hey, like how you feeling?
And then if
like,
it happened more than once.
Yeah, I had like one friend that would be like, it would be more, because you know how people be like, hey, how you doing? You're like, oh, I'm doing good. And they'd be like, oh, cool, blah, 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 you know. And she'd be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm doing good. She's like, are you? Like, what's going on? Like, you seem a little, like, and it was just like a little, it wasn't like she was like, you know, or like, she'd be like, oh, why don't you come over for dinner this week? Like, why don't you, because she was just trying to get me into a mode of understanding that somebody that's not in that world of partying and cares about you. Because sometimes like that's the other thing too, is like when you're all in that mindset, none of you realize that y'all really don't give a fuck about each other.
Right.
These are people just to fucking party with.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
I'm telling y'all, I'm old. I'm sharing this wisdom with y'all.
Thanks, KB.
The youngins out there, they don't know.
They'll get there.
They'll get there. And it's okay. That's the reason I don't fault them.
No.
A lot of people give, like, young people shit. I'm like, bro.
Don't act
I ain't gonna say shit. Like,
Come on.
The only thing I'm gonna say is I've been there.
Yes.
I've been there.
Yeah.
And if you want advice, hit me up. And if you like, set your old ass up, cool. I'll shut my old ass up.
Well, no, but you don't have to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
KB don't have to shut up, but you also don't have to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I like to remind some of the younger ones, like, you're going to look back on right now and be like, oh, I was kind of young and dumb. You're going to do that for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You think you're at your peak. In a couple years, you're going to be like, oh, that was weird. It was weird that I did that one thing. You're always going to look back and be like, that was weird.
Yeah. And you remember when in your 20s when you thought you really...
You were grown.
You were grown,
and
grown.
you knew everything?
Please.
Nothing. I wish I hurt, like my body hurt the way that I thought it hurt in my 20s.
Man, I wish that I'm going to keep it real. I feel like I look better now than when I did when I was younger.
I do too. I agree. I think I age better.
Yeah.
I think I've aged
Like,
nice.
I'm like, fuck, man, I've wasted a lot of years on some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Luckily, I've never like really kept up with like the I don't want to say fashion trends, but like hair and makeup
Oh yeah.
trends. So like I was never the orange girl. I never had like the bleach blonde like with the it's like the Christina Aguilera hairstyle.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
What?
So it's happening. The 2000s trends is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
What can we leave the fuck behind? Because I got one.
Give it to me.
And I hated them when they were out, and it drove me nuts. The low cut jeans with the flare legs. We don't need those.
I don't mind the flares. It's the low cuts.
The low cuts. Gee, I actually like straight leg.
Yeah.
I actually like I don't want my jeans to be right where the coochie hairline is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah,
relax on
we
that.
know how we feel about a nice like fall jacket.
Yeah. So, no.
Yeah.
Leave that shit behind.
Wasn't a fan.
I was not a fan. The early 2000s fashion, honestly, is kind of atrocious.
Yeah.
It might be one of the worst eras of fashion.
Wow.
Like 80s and 90s are way better than the early 2000s fashion.
There's some of that that's still around, I feel.
What?
Like 80s and 90s fashion. There's some clothes that I'm like, what the fuck?
But a lot of the 80s and 90s, I like the way that looks better.
You remember when the carpenter jeans were such a big fad?
Carpenter jeans are fire.
I fucking loved the little hammer holder.
Yeah.
What did I fucking need with that? Nothing. But I loved it. It made it. I put those fuckers on, and I felt cool immediately.
Yeah.
I had a pair.
roomy.
I had a pair that was it was a pair like overalls.
Yeah.
Oh my god, KB.
Oh.
And it wasn't a basic buckle here. It was
Yeah.
like an industrial fucking clip. Girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I felt so cool.
Yeah.
I would rock those again right now.
Hell yeah.
If I could find them. They were black.
Those were hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
get
I
some-
wanted to wear those every fucking day, KB. I loved those.
Black overalls, because I searched, no matter what style you were trying to find, them were always really hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you find a pair of black overalls, then it's like...
I might have taken my school picture in those overalls. I'll see if I can find them.
Okay.
I loved that. I was probably in, I want to say maybe like 5th or 6th grade.
The overalls that did it for me was I had some Tommy Hilfiger ones with the strap.
Mm-hmm.
That was the bands, the Tommy Hilfiger.
Yep. Oh, yeah, those were, I wanted those.
I remember my one homegirl, Tanya, got sent to the dean's office because she had on a T-shirt that looked like the Tommy Hilfiger branding, but it said Tommy Real Nigga.
How long before they realized? Oh my god.
She was a black girl. She was a black girl.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But and the teacher that saw it was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my word.
Like she literally clutched her pearls. Yeah, like, and I was like, "Dude, it's just Tommy real nigga."
Relax. That's funny.
Like, yeah, we used to get in trouble for like little stupid shit. Like we couldn't that type of shit for obvious reasons.
Sure.
I remember my one homie, his NWA hat got confiscated. Like they took it, and it didn't say it. It just said NWA.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, it's implied.
No.
I remember our one homie Justin. They were like, you cannot wear those sweats to school. He had on like. His family was poor. He was like a poor white kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was wearing Newport sweats.
Yeah,
I was like, dog, then give him some money for some, you know?
they spent their little Newport tickets on that. Oh, little Billy needed some pants for
Justin.
school. Okay, Justin needed pants for school. That's so mean.
Like, they're like, that's not appropriate. I'm like, dog, like, dude, like, he's clearly, like, poor
Yeah,
white
he
trash.
doesn't have-
Like, for real,
He
like, because,
doesn't have money for
like-
clothes.
dog,
That's why he's wearing Newport.
sweats.
Come on. Oh,
Them
poor
Newport
kid.
sweats were kind of hard,
I'm
though.
saying. His parents were probably pissed. They're like, "Do you know how much I had to smoke for this?" You're not grateful at all, Justin. Justin's like, I fucking love these, dude.
Yeah.
School just won't let me wear them.
Yeah,
His parents were clearly like, they were a little stoked. They were
yeah.
like, all right, I get my pants back. And he's like, no, but I'm still gonna wear them at home. And they're like, fuck. Fine, we'll get another pair.
Yeah. Chain smoking them Newports. Newports burn so damn fast, they probably got points quick.
Honestly.
No lie.
Honestly.
But no, that shit, like the early 2000s might be some of the worst fashion trends. Like, think about rhinestones was big.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, gaudy prints were, you know,
There was that that year that those shirts were in that would be like all scrunched up. Do you remember those? You would buy those fuckers. Those shirts when you bought them would be like this big, and then you like unravel them, and it's got like this weird material. Like it's, I wouldn't even know what to fucking call it. Candy.
okay. Now this is the peak early 2000s, and these little shits I thought were some of the ugliest shits, and kids wore this shit out. Do you remember ice cream hoodies? You remember those hoodies that had like designs on them, like repeated? This is by Pharrell. Like it was like, do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? And it would just have like these repeat design. I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay.
Because if we were sitting right next to each other, I would. Just
I know.
But hold up. Because anybody listening remembers these hoodies, and these motherfuckers went fucking berserk for ice cream hoodies, dude.
Anytime I look up, not anytime, I don't look this up a lot. Early 2000s fashion. There's some great, like Paris Hilton, Hilary Duff, Ashley Simpson. God, why did we layer so much? The fucking tracksuits. You think Paris Hilton, she's got to be thrilled that the low cuts are coming back.
I'm okay with the tracksuits. I'm not okay with the low cut, fam. Hey, but you know what though? Paris Hilton just dropped a song.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna Not Even Front. I forgot
Pretty
who it's
good?
with. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good dance track.
That's good.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. What the? Pharrell. Ice cream shoes.
Yes. I found it.
What?
These shirts. I just had to type in scrunch shirts. They're the weirdest material, but for some reason, like, I don't know if there was like a commercial that was on that made people obsessed with these things.
Mm-hmm.
But they just didn't stop. I'm going to send it in the group message. And actually, no, I'm just going to send it to you, KB. Because they're going to be like, wait. Just the fact that this woman is holding like the little shirt next to it makes it funny to me.
Oh, those buddies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. No, I never got into those.
No, me either. They're atrocious.
I just thought they were ugly in general.
They are. They're
now,
atrocious.
what's wild about these hoodies that I'm searching for is they still are a brand. So it's all the new shit. But the old ones that I'm talking about, they're not popping up. The early 2000 ones of ice cream brand from BBC Pharrell's logo, his brand, their shit. Oh my god, it drove me nuts. It was like you could immediately tell that it was ice cream.
Okay.
That's the name of the brand.
Yeah.
And it was just like these repetitive, stupid, like it was so stupid that it was easy to get like fake ones, knock off of it, because it was just so incredibly, it looked like a Trapper Keeper stickers, like.
Oh, I vaguely remember this.
Yes. As soon as I said that, you're like, okay, yeah,
yes,
yeah, that shit. Don't bring those back either.
You don't want those.
No,
thank you. Let's just bring back carpenter jeans.
Carpenter jeans are okay. 90s fashion, dope. Actually, I'm okay with 90s fashion. 80s fashion, I'm okay with.
Exactly why I said in the beginning with the basic bitch attire. I love when they tie a flannel around their waist. Yeah. Love it.
You get points for that.
You do. But
the early 2000s stuff, it's just like the oversized, because then you get into the oversized T-shirts. The like in hip hop, people was doing a lot. People was wearing the bandana with the hat, having the towel, baggy T-shirt, It's like you're doing too much. You doing too much. Yeah. I that's what I'm feeling. I don't want. Hey, since we really quickly, I know we want to get out of here and shit, but since we're talking about early 2000s. Can we just take a quick dive into pop culture and acknowledge that it's early 2000s because NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, and Britney Spears have been trending?
Yes. I don't know if my opinions on them trending or why they're trending.
Like, I'm like, again?
Yeah, Britney's putting out a...
I get that, and good. You know what? I'm not even mad at her. Like, put out your shit.
Yeah, do what you want.
Because people have been making money off of talking about you, telling your story, talking on your behalf without. So, like, I'm all for that. Yeah, like,
same.
I'm not even against it. But what's funny is the conspiracy theory behind Justin Timberlake at this point. Because people are saying that he only did the NSYNC thing because he knew that this was coming. And they're like, people like you with NSYNC, they kind of think you're a douchebag. By yourself.
Yes. Yeah. It makes me sad. I used to love him. Now he makes me cringe. And really? But it was before. The reason why he's in the news right now, why he's trending now, is like, I didn't like, he made me cringe like way before. I thought about shit. Why the fuck did Janet Jackson get canceled after Justin Timberlake ripped her fucking boob out? It was an accident.
Yeah.
But like, he did the Super Bowl how many more times? They were like, fuck you, Janet. Like,
do you know how
the breakup itself is already shit? I already hated him for it.
Do you know how many, like, here's the thing, is like, in the world of Hollywood, a lot of people are like, he's really not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's like, well, that bar is in hell. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So like,
Yes.
but on like the basic level of like, if you really look at the behavior is of somebody who had the industry really help him and wash a lot of shit for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing, that whole abortion thing, I had a homegirl who grew up in Orlando, but she was living here at the time. She had friends that worked through that same system that all of them worked in, was still friends with them. When what Brittany's talking about, that whole abortion thing, my friend told me that way back in the day, but it was just like a rumor.
Yeah.
Through the grapevine of different people that knew them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't, you think that his homies didn't know.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, it wasn't like, but it was just a rumor. Like, you know? And so, like, to me, that didn't surprise me because I'm like, oh, I'm sure there's a gang of that in the industry. Like, you know? But the thing is like, it's showing, like, how you allowed one person to behave and you cleared a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like people were doing a lot to make this one. Like, I don't think that, and I hate to say this, but everything about him gives me opportunistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he ever really cared for her.
Yeah.
I think he saw her as like a stepping stone. I have always felt that way. Everybody has known that I have never, like, I will give him the credit of having some good songs. But, like, I've always looked at him like that.
Yeah.
Because I liked the group, and I saw what he did. I was like, dude, like, this is clear this motherfucker's about to go solo. Because their last single was him by himself.
Right. Right.
They were touring before they released an album.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is clear.
If he got with Britney, that was going to be a power couple.
Yep.
Yeah. And was going to be the hit couple. Everybody's going to pay attention to him.
And catapult him. And I've always felt like he was just kind of opportunistic. I felt that when he was on SNL. Like, I feel like everything he has been stepping on somebody else to get there. And so, like, to the industry, that's what you do. And so, like, now people are like, no, that's fucked up that you do that because you didn't even have to do that. Like, honestly, he didn't even have to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, you were that dude anyway.
Yeah.
They gave you the best producers.
That's what I was saying. I didn't, even before all this, I didn't care for him.
But this is how much he really wasn't popping like that. It wasn't, he had released his first single. It did it was getting played on R&B, but pop was like, whatever. It wasn't until Cry Me a River,
which,
that's the single, that's the video, that's the controversy that really popped off for him. He wasn't like, if you go back and really think about it, he was not, and I know because I've listened to that album, I thought that it was a solid first album. It's very dated now, and it's very producer heavy. But like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's just like this reckoning, like all these little moments that you had to be like a just decent, halfway decent. And you didn't.
And you didn't,
That's the big thing. Is like, people are like, he's not really a dick. And it's like, he is though.
Right.
But it's just wild that this shit is trending in fucking 2023. Because when did his first shit come out? Like 2001, 2002?
It was early 2000s. I don't know when. No, I think it was later than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe like 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Maybe in those years somewhere.
Okay.
Something like that.
That's just weird. I was just like, this is weird. Like, none of this is shocking to me.
No.
Like, none of it.
And also shocking. The least thing that I'm going to be mad about is that Britney had an abortion.
Right. I don't.
I'm like, yeah, I actually think that was probably for the best. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm
like,
sorry.
I totally. I'm not mad at it. What I'm saying is like him not realizing that you can save your humanity and not use people as stepping stones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's the thing. It's like he, like, and people are like, oh, well, he's a young dude, and dog, like, there's other stars that were going through the same thing, and there isn't that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do that. They knew that they didn't need to do that. When you got the industry behind you, you really don't have to. They're already behind you.
Right.
So why are you playing into your worst?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, it's just like, no, like, he played into it because they allowed him and he pushed it. And some of the shit I thought was tacky. Like, I can remember watching that interview he did with old lady, the one lady that, what's her name, Diane Sawyer or one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, that's bogus as fuck. I remember when he was like, yeah, sure, she's still a like how he did it. And I was like, bro, like,
yeah, it was.
You had to do all that, and that was back then. Right. This is not like revision. Now he's a douchebag.
No, yeah,
like no, back then it was douchey. Back then,
right?
Like people thought it was douchey back then.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. So like, happy 2023. We get to hear about NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, and fucking Britney Spears. Where's Christina Aguilera?
Yeah, what's she up to? Something's gonna happen. We'll see.
Where's Christina Aguilera? Where's Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys they're more open to performing together. Oh. Yeah, and they do. And actually, a lot of times, like AJ from the Backstreet Boys and like Joey Fatone from NSYNC will hang out and perform together.
I like AJ.
Yeah, I like AJ.
He has a good voice.
He's got a really good voice.
Yeah.
Joey does too. Joey's got an excellent voice. Joey was on The Masked Singer and made it pretty far. Yeah. Yeah. And then Chris Kirkpatrick was on The Masked Singer, did not make it that far.
Well, he has a very distinct voice.
No, they didn't know who. They had no idea.
Oh.
Wait, maybe. I think for a second they did. I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember.
Such a distinct voice.
I think he fooled me. I didn't know who he was at first, which is surprising considering how much I loved Chris.
Hey, here's the other thing too that people like. One that a lot of people didn't realize. People actually like the group.
Yes.
Like, truth be told, like
you have a favorite member of your group. That doesn't mean you want them solo. You want them together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They were a group that I was like, oh no, like Backstreet Boys. Honestly, to me, AJ could have been the solo dude to me. I did not care for any of them.
The Backstreet Boys?
No.
I did not really crush on the Backstreet Boys like that. Not like I did on NSYNC. Like, I liked their music. I loved AJ, mainly because he was the bad boy.
Yeah, you liked him. No, I liked him because I like people who have a little bit more oomph and soul to their voice.
Yeah, he has a little more soul than everybody.
And the rest of them, to me, really... And
then you got Kevin, who was like old as fuck, while like the youngest was like 12, and he's like, I'm 27. And they're like, oh, okay.
Ain't one of them got some charges against them right now? No, one of them ain't that
one of the Backstreet Boys?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'll look into that.
I think I'm pretty sure it's the youngest one. The little.
Oh, Nick. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, you're right.
Yep.
Yes, you are right. Yep.
They shouldn't be performing.
Yep.
They might want to sit it down for a minute.
Yep. I cannot believe
between Beavis and between Nick. Y'all might need to sit down for a sec.
Yeah, we might need to chill. That's probably why AJ's doing so much solo shit.
Oh,
with,
is
like,
he?
with Joey Fatone of NSYNC. He's like, I'm actually gonna hang out with the NSYNC boys for a little bit.
Yeah, none of them got
not
charges.
all of them. Not all of them. Just like Joey, the safe one.
None of them got
JC,
charges.
I know.
Yeah,
but Justin's not that safe. I feel like the other boys of NSYNC are trying to kind of keep their distance. They're giving Justin the same energy Justin's been giving them. They're like, hey, happy you're here, but like
Loki, they have been playing, buddy. Like, all of them are each other's. Like, all right, this is the hilarious video that I watched it, and I was like, oh, they kind of don't fuck with bro like that.
No.
Because, like, if you, all right, so I watched the hot ones, and if you really watch it, they're joking with each other, but nobody.
They like, I didn't watch that, but even the promos for it it's all them against him. Like, it's them roasting him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
They're like, we're in sync. And then they're like, well, we're in sync. I don't know if they said that, but it was that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like it was giving like and I love it. I love when groups realize like, man, fuck you.
Yeah. JC should have been the lead.
Like, here's the thing. Here's the reason why, honestly, NSYNC legitimately out of all of them white boy bands, I'm being for real.
I know.
NSYNC legitimately could sing.
Yes.
Like, they actually had 5-part harmonies.
Mm-hmm.
All of them could actually sing in key. And like they're trained, their ears are trained. They knew. That's the reason why I don't like the other groups, because I'm like, dog, like, y'all could kick out some of these people and it wouldn't make a difference.
Wouldn't matter, yeah.
For NSYNC, it's legit, like, if you don't hear
if you have a missing piece, you'll know it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, we hear Lance deep ass fucking voice in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, you can't, like, that was the difference. Like, everybody tried to clown them because they were like, oh, you guys are the dancing group. Like, we were the singing group. And I was like, no, they was the dancing and singing group.
Which is hard to do. And they're the ones that didn't take themselves seriously, which everybody appreciated as well. Mm-hmm.
They made fun of themselves while y'all over here trying to prove that y'all real musicians, bro. Right. Like, we don't care that you played the piano for 4 chords.
The fucking amount of times we talk about NSYNC on this podcast.
Hey, dog, they need to pay us. We've been keeping y'all legacy alive while y'all been playing games out here.
Quit playing games
with my heart. That's the wrong group.
We wrote that,
but
that's not the wrong group.
Is that?
That's NSYNC.
Tearing up my heart. No, Quit Playing Games with My Heart is Backstreet Boys.
Quit playing games with my heart. I was thinking Tearing Up My Heart, but I fucked it up.
Tearing up my heart
when I'm with you. Okay, KB, we have to stop. They're not paying us.
But they're not paying us. They should. But I did just want to say that, like, I think it's hilarious that he's trying to be like, and they're like, like,
we remember Justin.
Like, they all talking to each other but him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's NSYNC and Justin.
But what I was saying earlier is, if you look at the video, because they got a new little song or whatever, and first off, everybody's like, yay, JC second lead, which is hilarious. That's like over half the comments.
Nice. They know. There's a TikTok called Justice for JC.
JC, yeah. And the other thing is, in the video, the promo video, where it's like, you know, I think, like, this is Justin. He's like, I think it'd be great if we all get together. And he's showing all of their reactions, and they're sitting in the chair like, okay.
All right.
Okay. Like, you know how, like, somebody's trying to sell you, like, a timeshare?
Yep. You're like, I'm just trying to get to the free breakfast after this. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
And so, like, I think it's hilarious that they kind of, like, on a little thing of like, yeah, we'll do it, you know. But I think that motherfucker realized, like, oh, y'all actually like them motherfuckers. Right. And we were like, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did, dog.
The
like,
whole time.
Yeah, we, like, honestly, like, we didn't think you would get this far.
Truly. Honestly.
Like, you wasn't even the best one in your group. We didn't think you would get this far.
Nope.
Well, we've been watching all these boy bands reunite. I mean, even B2K got back together, and they done boxed each other, fucked each other's girlfriends, all this other type of shit. They done been back on tour, and
We just been waiting on you.
And
That's
you
what I'm
just
saying. We
keep
don't
trying to
forget.
act in movies. And
Don't forget. We do not forget.
you keep trying to act in movies and
That's enough.
please, please,
That is enough.
please, can you just join just join back with NSYNC.
Okay, fine.
Fine, just do that. Like he talking about he got an album coming out. We didn't
But
want
JC gets to be in the front this time.
and Joey.
Yep.
Joey looking good too.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Let them two up front.
Mm-hmm.
Let them up.
And Lance is living his best life.
Dude, why did Lance get finer and become a better dancer once he became out?
He got to be him.
Yeah.
They're showing an old.
Gay Lance is way better.
I love
than
Gay Lance.
Closet
I
Lance.
feel so bad. Like there's an interview going around of like still closeted Lance, and they're like, "Lance, do you have a girlfriend?" And he's like, "Girlfriends aren't really a priority for me right now."
Oh, really?
And they're like, "Why not?" And he's like, "Oh, I just want to focus on music." I'm like, "This poor fucking kid. Leave him alone. Leave him alone."
Dude, that's probably the reason why he wanted to go to space. He was like, I can be as gay as I want.
I gotta get the fuck off this planet for a
I
minute.
gotta get the fuck out of here, man. I need to be I can be gay. And then looking back, I'm like, damn, that motherfucker was gay.
Yeah.
He was like, he was clearly a closeted man.
Poor Lance.
Poor Lance.
I'm so glad he's living his best life.
He really is. His husband fine too.
Mm-hmm. He's so cute.
Like he got him a cute look. I'm like, okay,
Good for you, Lance.
yeah.
I'm happy for him. And he is so like,
Is he the only gay
yeah,
one?
yeah.
What's the other boy bands? 98 Degrees. Did they have a gay one?
Nope.
Backstreet Boys don't got a gay one?
Nope.
How we ain't gay?
I don't think so.
Oh.
How we ain't gay.
I didn't want to put that on. You know, I didn't
No,
wanna make it
yeah, not that I know of. I
'cause
don't know.
I just didn't know if he had like come out or something. Wait, isn't there a not Backstreet Boys? What's the other group? New Kids on the Block? Ain't one of them buddies?
I don't know. I didn't know new kids like that.
I think one of them buddies. I think not Jordan Knight.
No, not Jordan Knight. Joey McIntyre.
I think one of them buddies is
The other one, the Wahlberg one.
Donnie.
The other one.
Wait, was there two Wahlbergs in New Kids on the Block, or was just one?
Just one
Okay.
that I know of.
Then what's the other one?
I don't know. Girl.
That's really before our time, low key. That's whatever. Them mugs is touring.
Who is New Kids?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, who's I don't know. Lance is gay. And yeah, that might be it.
Hey, you remember? Well, we know who Jordan Knight is because he had that one little hit.
Yes. The video he was at a carnival or some shit.
That song hit hard
I
though.
know, I love that song. I'm gonna listen to it.
I wanna give it to you.
That was a good song. I'm gonna listen to it as soon as we end this.
You know who wrote that, right?
Who?
Robin Thicke.
Of course he did. Of course he did. You know what? Let's sacrifice Robin Thicke and bring his dad back. I would love that.
Okay, hold up. You know how when you gotta, he's one of my problematic faves.
Yeah?
Yeah. That white boy, I don't know what it is. Bro, his albums are so good.
Yeah.
Like I can literally push play. My girlfriend is like, I like his music, but he's a misogynistic piece of shit.
Yes.
And I was like, yes, he is. He is.
He absolutely is.
I was like, he is, but damn it. So his last album was
Hate when that happens.
I know. But no, thanks for going down memory lane.
Yeah, it was a fun
guys.
time.
I always, it's always fun because like we didn't plan anything.
Mm-mm.
But knowing Aimee, it's always a good conversation.
Oh, thank you, KB. We can talk about literally anything. We went through so many different subjects today. Very serious ones and then some silly ones.
Yeah, you know, bring out
It was a good talk.
bring out the levity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and stay positive
Yeah.
through this whole time.
Take care of you.
Take care of y'all. You got stuff coming up?
We have our last donut show next, this coming Friday. Drunken Donut, 8 p.m. We got a really good lineup coming through. Last show of the year. And then, of course, we have the See You Next Tuesday comedy open mic every Tuesday in the Speakeasy and Mojo's in downtown Plainfield. I also have a show November 11th, 11/11 at the studio in Lockport.
Oh, fire.
Yeah. That'll be a fun lineup. I think Alex Hudek's hosting it. Tom Robles on it. I think Jack Baker's on it. The studio is just a cute little spot. I like that. The owner, Laura's super cool. So
yeah,
excited to go to that. But yeah, that's really all I got going on.
I got the Still Not Friday every Thursday at Two Brothers Roundhouse. Not on Thanksgiving.
Naturally.
And we're not having our Black Friday Wednesday show, unfortunately, because that was fire last year.
Yeah.
A lot of people asked me about it. Sorry, you guys, it's not happening.
Damn.
But I will be on the 10th. I will be at the Aurora public golf course, doing a show with Suzanne Rodriguez.
Nice.
And that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you check that out. If you haven't seen my short film, check that out as well. The Upside of Down. And yeah, I'm gonna figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. I kind of want to do more streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to figure out how do I want to go about it and what the fuck I want to talk about.
I want to do some reaction videos with you.
Oh my God, that's part of what I
rewatched The Craft the other night. I'm so sorry to bring this up at the end of the show. But the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, God, if only KB and I were reacting to this. Because it has been so long since I have seen that movie that I forgot some of like the very important, crucial like storylines of that movie.
Okay. Well, I actually have an idea for that, which is like business shit. So we could talk about it after the pod.
Okay. So sorry. Just wanted to go watch The Craft, please.
Dude, Rachel True fine ass. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
I've
I forgot the people that were in that movie. I forgot like Christine Taylor was in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Nev Campbell and Rachel True. Oh
Nev
my
Campbell's
God.
whole role in that whole movie, her most famous lines were,
Yeah, she did. Yeah. Yeah.
and scene. And they're like, that's all we need from you now. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And
So there was that.
Pink's evil twin, whatever that shorty with the weird eyes name.
Are you talking about like the main Nancy?
Yeah.
Feruza
Balk or something like that.
Feruza Balk, yeah.
I hope that she's like, she kind of reminds me of Pink for some reason, but I hope she's not as like kooky.
She's good at playing crazy.
Cause you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like,
She's
are
good
they
at crazy.
typecasting?
She's good
Or
at crazy.
is somebody sending a note like she can only like
She can only do crazy.
She really is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm curious. She was crazy.
Yeah.
Good at crazy. Anyway,
That's
we can
Evil
talk about-
Pink.
Yeah, that's Evil Pink. I've never saw her that way, and now I don't know if I can unsee it.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun, KB.
It has.
We are off next week,
We sure are.
so we will not be here, but we will miss you terribly.
We'll miss you. Amy misses you. Tammy misses you. Can't
misses you. Even Adele misses you. Yup. I loved that. Thank you. Name of the episode. But we will be back the following week.
Yep. We'll holla at y'all.
All of us. We'll miss you. We'll miss you. We love you. Have a good week. And bye.
Bye.
It's time to laugh.
Hell yeah.
Boredom is just torture. KC and Aimee have this world and life to order. Pull up but share, it's the happy corner.
We did that shit.
Bye.
Bye.